Emotion. Emotion is a natural instinctive state of mind that derives from circumstances or any relationship with somebody and even moods. Emotion is something that we can't control. It's just natural. Humans have it for survival needs because emotions is what controls or sometimes influences certain decisions and the way we judge something. And even with art, emotion is emitted when you're looking at a piece of art. We can see a certain emotion when observing some pieces, or sometimes artists can aim to trigger a certain emotion to their audience within their work.
What I mean by artists trying to emit a certain emotion in art is that sometimes making the audience feel a certain way is the goal or the purpose of the piece. So let's use photography. In this photo of Kim Jong un, they're trying to make the audience feel an emotion of valiance. Or in this iconic photo from the Great Depression, the photographer captured a photo that would trigger an emotion of sadness. And like many young people do today, especially for social media sites, they try to capture emotions of happiness.
Now, if the artist is successful enough to portray that emotion, sometimes it can dominate what's actually going on in the subject or what's actually trying to be portrayed because the emotion's just that strong. For example, if the subjects are actually doing something that seems a little erotic, sensual, or pornographic, if the emotion is there, sometimes it can dominate what's actually going on in the piece.
Now brings the perfect time to talk about Augustin Rodin's sculpture, The Kiss. This sculpture is actually considered one of the most famous sculptures in Paris, France. It seems pornographic or erotic since it contains nudity and sexual acts. So I looked for criticism that stated that this sculpture was pornographic, but I couldn't find any within my hour-long search. But instead I found what made it famous. It's the emotion. To explain the nudity, Rodin chose to make them nude to prevent the viewer from being distracted by the passionate emotion of love. Hence, the purpose of this piece, triggering emotion, was successful. And because of that, the pornographic characteristics are dominated by the raw emotion of being depicted, which causes it not to be considered pornographic.